Let's talk about the married life. You know, sleeping on opposite sides of the bed, fighting over the toilet seat and having a few laughs here or there. 20 people have locked themselves in for just that in this season's Married at First Sight.
Did you read that before? And with the first episode set to hit our screens tonight, it's safe to say this season is more dramatic than ever.
I'm going to give my everything to this experiment.
It is terrifying thinking of marrying a complete stranger. I want this more than anything.
I want it all.
Let's hope that this is the first and only time I get married.
I did make a foolish mistake.
We've never actually seen this before. I'm back.
That's huge.
Oh, my God. I didn't come here for this.
I'm sorry.
Man up.
It's shocking.
I'm not a piece of meat. Shut up.
This is insane.
I'm not that person anymore. I'm not my past.
Oh, what an emotional roller coaster just that was.
Well, three people who have been through it all with this year's brides and grooms are relationship experts John Aiken, Mel Schilling and neuropsychotherapist Dr Tricia Stafford. Doctor, it's great to see you. Straight from the out.
He needs you right now.
I love psychotherapists. Experts, well, did we have it all? Did we have...
Well, we do have a lot of the ingredients that
Yes.
that you want to see with Married at First Sight. You do have love stories, there's the fairy tale, but you do have a lot of drama along the way, and things unravel for some of them in a way which is pretty unpredictable.
Really?
No. No way.
It's unorchestrated, it's unpredictable. We watch it on the, you know, like everybody else, we don't know what's going to happen.
Well, we've had, like, standouts in the past for sort of all the wrong reasons. But, Mel, I know you've been saying that this time we're seeing some really genuine and very relatable contestants.
We are. I think this season we've got people who could be a next-door neighbour. They're relatable. They're the everyday person. I think people watching at home are going to really relate to them and go, yeah, that's happening in my relationship, or I relate to that.
Really? Well, that's interesting because I think about next door and I think about all sorts of things. As a psychotherapist, a neuropsychotherapist, Doctor, is it hard for you at times to watch these people walking into things and going through things in a pretty public fashion?
Oh, very much so. You know, I mean, I admire them. Courageous. Because they think they can control the story, but at about week 4, the mask comes off and they get real because they're in a pressure situation. They're getting critical feedback from us, from their partner, family, friends, and then you put in the group dynamic and they get irrational thinking, irrational behaviour.
Because I'm also watching at the moment, purely from a scientific point of view, Love Island, UK. on 9 now.
I love the science behind that.
No, there's a lot of science. And my daughter says to me yesterday, we were watching it, probably not the best TV for her, but for research purposes...
Dad goals right there.
She says to me, Dad, can you have a talk to Channel 9 about the number of ads? And I said, no, the ads are keeping you in the life you've become accustomed to. Anyway, I say nothing. But it is interesting how people, they start out trying to be something and trying to achieve something, and then the whole thing, nature takes over, and the cameras are forgotten almost.
Yeah, that's right, and that's what really becomes very interesting in this series, is that there's a sort of a slow burn. In those initial stages, you get the weddings, the honeymoons, they move in, but then their real personalities come to the fore. In this series, we have some major new elements as well. We have our first lesbian couple, which is their wedding is, frankly, it's must-watch TV. It's so emotional. And we bring back Lizzie, who's a crowd favourite.
Explain this one to me.
Yeah, Mel.
She did not get a fair go last time, did she? Poor Lizzie.
Well, that's your fault.
I wasn't unfaithful to her.
But that's right.
She didn't even
But you
get on a
picked the
honeymoon.
guy who was.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. So she didn't get a chance at love, so we thought we'll bring her back.
Yeah.
And you know, she's a very unique, quirky character, and I think people will really relate to her. And there's really 3 major bombshells that go off this year as well that everybody's going to be talking about.
Okay.
In the first
3
episode.
big ones.
Doctor, finally, I can't help but look at you and think that you're thinking, I need a lot of help with those inquisitive eyes of yours. Can you be honest? And when you look at Ali, what do you think about how she's going?
On the show?
Yeah, just at the moment, yeah.
I'll just, you know, in life.
Just at the moment?
Life goals, really.
Ah, you look fantastic, Ali. You know, you look very calm and collected. You look as though you're really enjoying working with Karl.
Yeah.
Wow, you're not very good at your job.
This is a personal session, and you're all invited. It feels good, doesn't it? Hey, thank you so much. We're looking forward to it. Our lives have been empty without it.